the harpoon to where I could just tightrope across.
Beaches.
Hey, if you knew it in chat, follow, man. What's wrong with a little follow, man? Oh, that shit's a little late. But follow, man. Oh, you was changing the color.
Nah, I was just...
Fascinating creatures on our planet. And I live in the opposite
like
place.
I
hate it so much. Today I want to find out if it's possible to design an ecosystem that not only looks like paradise, but acts like it too. And I'll be doing that by adding one incredible
I was
creature
looking,
after
thinking
another
of rolling one and putting one
until
in
we
here.
truly find
Nah,
balance.
that's just...
And then putting it on
But
like
so
that
far,
one.
That's just the way.
things
And
are off
that'd
to a
be
rough start
decoration,
for
but
our
as soon as I
largest
pick that
and
bitch
whitest
up,
creature.
it's going.
Because nobody
They
seems to
sparked
know
up.
what a beach looks like.
Now you have your very own mini beach
Smoke that
aquarium
bitch till I
to
get
enjoy.
rich.
I'm seeing people make
I'm not
beaches,
smoking that
and they're
bitch.
just bad pictures. So I'm
That
thinking if
bitch
I want
gonna
to make a
be
tank that's
disgusting.
actually feels like a beach, I
You gonna
need
have
better
all type of shit
inspiration.
on it.
So I boarded a plane. I got my leg hair, pulled the whole flight.
Is it still
And I
loud,
went
chat?
right to the source. You know, I might not live in paradise, but I can take little pieces of inspiration from the real thing to use inside of our setup.
This
Yeah, that's
is
a nice ass
exactly
thing.
what we want.
Ocean, butting right up against the land. If we can recreate this, the possibilities for what we can add are endless. I'll be back for you. But in order to make this, we first need a good foundation.
I want to make like one of them.
Rocks.
You know how they
Roof
get like the
rocks, followed by a
backyard
real
ones,
healthy portion
and
of
then
live
take
sand,
like the
and
turtles
of
or some
course,
shit.
some saltwater.
Pond.
Yeah,
And
they
next to
make
my
like a
salad
little
dressing
pond,
is
that
our
should be
first
raw as
creature.
hell.
You can
Plankton.
do that right out there, bro. You got a pond.
Plankton are in every ocean on the planet.
Hell no.
It'll be their job to multiply and
kids
eventually go on
bad
to
as hell. They
feed some of the next
kill shit.
26 creatures. Why 26? There's literally no reason. I just like animals. Not everything needs meaning. Next up, we're adding live rock, which is
Let 'em
filled
go.
with beneficial bacteria. But every once in a while, something a little bit bigger hitches a ride. Some are harmless, like the Stomatella snail.
You know how much space? Oh my god.
Some are
How much space these little things have?
Next up, we're adding live rock, which is filled
That
with
shit like
beneficial
a-
bacteria.
Like 4 mansions.
But every
put
once in a
together.
while, something a little bit bigger hitches a ride.
You tell them. They used to have a soul.
Some are harmless, like the Stomatella snail.
Believe me. I'm telling
Some
you, just
are
wait. We're gonna have
debatably
that
annoying,
competition.
like
bro.
this Asterina starfish.
Told you, my fish tank
But
already.
some are
Not already look better
undeniably
than
evil,
yours.
like
It's
this
going to look
Udabra.
better than yours.
But I didn't know it at the time,
Alright.
so I left it
We're
alone
gonna have that
while I focused
competition,
on
bro.
the other
You
side of the
freshwater,
tank.
I'm team salt.
I'm building up the land using
yeah.
a sandy
I
soil
like
and then putting in a little
I
cave
like salt
for...
water. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have
No,
another
remember that if we
competition
want
about the
this,
dogs.
we need plants. So I'm
We're
putting
having-
some in that
I'm
either
getting the
won't
Great
touch the soil
Dane.
or
He's
whose
getting
roots
a
can handle a little bit of
Chihuahua.
salt. The ocean side
We're
is
going to
getting
see
some
which
plants
one
too.
gets buffer.
Mangroves above the water and
A
macros below.
Chihuahua.
This Calurpa should take off if
See,
our
our
water chemistry is
competition's
right.
gonna be crazy.
And perfect
'cause
water
y'all
is even
know
more
I'm gonna
important
win
for
damn near
coral,
every one.
which is actually not a plant but an animal.
I didn't lose
And
the last
under the right
one.
conditions,
dogs?
they will
The last
thrive.
one they ain't lose.
Or Roscoe.
Roscoe's buff as hell.
That's their little mouth. And those mouths
Roscoe
need
will
to
run
eat.
up and put Mike Tyson in the headlock and bite off his head. Tell you.
But they won't be smiling for long, because now there is trouble in paradise. And no,
See?
it's
I would get some shit like this,
And then
but I feel like my turtles are a little slow, so they gonna try to
you can't get that in freshwater. bro.
stick their arm up in
You
there or
can't
some
get
shit.
that in freshwater. Bro.
I'm just saying, like, if I was to get something like that, I feel like my turtles would get stuck up in it.
That would die as soon as you put it in.
Whoa,
but they won't be smiling for long, because now there
That's
is
why you put it in your water and
trouble
see which
in
one actually
paradise.
fight to
And
survive.
no, it's not the iguana who dragged his cloaca across our picnic.
Corals are very
The
sensitive.
issue is with the tank.
It is. It is filled. Oh no.
Please do not tell me our too heavy to move tank is f***ing leaking.
No.
This was supposed to be an escape from this.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
And now, somehow, this is worse.
All water down here.
But some good
Oh
news.
man, it's there, bro.
Tanner, who is a legend who made this
I
tank,
gotta
said a
go
leak
back,
is
get
not
reshaped,
possible. So
color
now I
that.
think I know what is causing this issue. Pretend that
big
these
ass
cups are the
ant.
two sides of our tank,
On the
and this
screen.
is a rope. Left alone, water will wick across the rope to even itself out. Water
no
is
damn
soaking
fly.
onto the rocks,
That shit is
creeping
skinny.
across the sand and trying to
Look like a
balance
spider.
out the water level.
Well,
You know what, Ocean? Stop being so ambitious. You're ruining my
Flip out that
project.
damn chair.
The plants can handle a little bit of salt, but not be fully submerged. So I'm emptying out all of the substrate and I'm putting in a little acrylic divider. The water cannot wick if it's not touching the sand. I am so confident that this will work that I'm building back the land and planting new vegetation right away. And now, this new neighborhood needs a resident.
A frog. Armadillo.
A what?
I'm trying to guess what he's gonna add. A lizard.
I don't think an armadillo is one
Isopods.
What is that?
When they're not curled up in
fucking roly poly.
isopods.
Bisopod.
When they're not curled up in
Got
fear,
it.
they'll help by eating decomposing plants. While the springtails will help take care of the mold. Unfortunately, for the last 2 weeks, all of my attention has been on fixing the land, and
Well,
in that
where's the
time, the
case?
ocean has
Or is that
become
just
a
the inside?
disgusting mess of algae.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm bringing in some ocean interns,
So it's two cases
unpaid,
inside each
of
other.
course.
No, it's one fish tank
Enter
spread.
hermit crabs.
Same shit.
It'll be their job to clean the sandbed. But occasionally, they get bold and manifest destiny their way up the rocks. However, they are useless at cleaning glass. That's the job of the snails, the Roombas of the ocean. They'll suck first and ask questions later. Honestly, same. If sucking were a competitive sport, then this guy would win the Olympics because he is no normal shell. Meet the fighting conch, who I put upside down on purpose so you can see this. They use a little foot called an operculum to flip themselves over.
Oh, nice.
And it's also great for swatting away anyone who annoys them. Yet somehow, that's their least interesting appendage.
That's
That little
cool.
trunk-looking nose is actually a specialized feeding organ called a radula. The conch will keep the tank looking clean, which gives me time to pick out some fish.
What the fuck?
And in a tank like ours, the possibilities are massive. Like maybe we could get a sit still until it gets scared fish. Ooh, or what about a biting my camera because I got too close to her baby's fish?
The angel.
Well, truthfully, it is my dream to add this. The Mandarin Dragonette. Oh, the holy grail for so many people. But sadly, they need a more mature ecosystem, or else they
Them
just...
motherfuckers are
you know,
evil.
Our tank just isn't ready, so we need to keep building. But in the meantime, I thought of a fish we can add. Meet the most unlikely duo on the reef.
Nemo.
The Yashigobi and Pistol Shrimp. They are much easier to care for because of their diet and because they have each other. The goby has excellent eyesight but has no hands, while the Pistol Shrimp is nearly blind but is 50% hands. Alone they are vulnerable, but together they make an incredible team. The goby sits on lookout, keeping an eye out for predators. In exchange for this, the Pistol Shrimp constructs them a burrow to hide in. This footage is ass because I didn't know he would get to work in 15 seconds, but holy crap, look how cool this is! I pushed a bunch of crap in front of his burrow to show you just how dedicated he is. This burrow is their only shelter from predators, and since they think I'm an albino reef shark, it's really important to keep every entrance clear. Then once he has that done, he can focus on fighting anybody that comes close, even if they are a 180-pound hairless ape. But when the time comes, he better not kill our crown jewel,
Dang.
or anybody else for that matter.
No way.
For now at least, it seems like he's got his hands full. And I've been working on beautifying my house too. My landlord has a strict no drill holes in the wall policy, which is annoying because I want to hang some art to cover up the knife holes next to the tank. Luckily, today's sponsor is Display, a thing that is way cooler than I expected.
Man.
Vibe has got one's extra cool. My code.
Almost
Leafy
got
Street.
me.
Coral is more expensive than I checked. So your support by using my little code helps the
God
channel
damn it.
really well. The same is true for the ocean. And every creature is accounted for, except for one, because the pistol shrimp is doing his job a little too well.
Oh, that's a pistol shrimp?
That's one of his holes he calls a sick-ass door. The pistol shrimp has done such a good job digging tunnels that I have not seen the goby in over a month. But I have a plan to lure him out. I am so nervous and excited to see these. We need to add a ditherfish. A ditherfish is any fish that'll be in the open, and it'll tell the more shy fish, hey man, no predators here, you could probably come out. So how about 10 of them? These are Pseudomugil cyanoduralis, and they will gladly spend their days in the open. These fish are what scientists call cutie patooties, and I just hope they won't get eaten by our next creature. I searched for a long time for an animal from this genus, but we were not successful. Not to worry, it's nothing $80 can't fix. Meet my new anemones. Anemones may look like globs of nothingness, but they are actually surprisingly animated. If they don't enjoy the spot you force them to be in, they'll just go ahead and move.
Oh, what the hell?
Anemones are literally a mouth connected to a giant foot. And that mouth is always hungry.
They eat fish.
You know how scary
But when the
that would
anemone
be?
isn't lucky enough to be spoon-fed its meal, it'll rely
Yeah,
on
eat that
this
shit.
fascinating creature for some sustenance.
Keeps
The
sounding like
porcelain
something
crab.
hit or something.
It's a love story you only hear about in movies.
You're home. Oh, you missed it.
Porcelain crab will live inside the anemone for protection. In exchange, the porcelain crab will poo directly into the anemone's mouth to feed it, just like Ma used to make. But the porcelain crab has to catch food without leaving the anemone because the ocean is scary. Luckily, she possesses an incredible adaptation. 2 modified claws designed to catch food out of the water column. And it's her lucky day because I'm about to start a feeding frenzy.
What if you can create your
Wait,
own
so the
website by
crab
saying,
sits
this is what I
inside that
want?
plant
With Wix, you
to
can.
feed and poop. Okay.
First up, let's talk about AI
Sit there and catch food. All right.
The Pseudomugils catch on first, and they use their big ol' eyes to spot the food. The porcelain crab catches on too, and she immediately gets to work. But she cannot catch every piece, and chunks of shrimp start falling to the sandbed. This delicious stink doesn't go undetected. The Necarious snails use a nose-like siphon to smell the water. And that delicious stink is their alarm clock. And now fish flakes, the junk food they cannot resist. And this sends the tank into a feeding frenzy.
Huh?
The Necarious snails race to find the meal, but the hermit crabs smell it too. Someone is gonna get this flake, but only one can win. But it seems the creatures have forgotten that there is one meat eater with tunnels that connect the entire tank. And the flake isn't the only thing on the menu.
No.
Damn.
And I guess one snail isn't enough.
Bro, an
And
assassin.
look who decided to join us. The Yashigobi's murderous boyfriend finally gave him some confidence. For the first time, the ocean side is starting to feel like a real ecosystem. My little escape from this. But if the ecosystem is going to feel like an actual beach, we need more life on land.
The next creature we are adding is part of a cult, a pet care cult. We have to be very careful.
One of these shells is not like the others,
The one in the middle.
because one has a little tenant.
There goes.
Meet the terrestrial hermit crab. They get much larger than their ocean counterparts. This one is just a baby. You may recognize these crabs as the ones sold into a life of torture, forced to look like Spider-Man their whole life. That terrible care has sparked a very passionate crab keeping community online. And I'll be honest, the last time I kept these guys as pets, I looked like this, and I kept them horribly. So this time, I'm doing it right. Heat, fresh water, more space, no Spider-Man shells, and now we are ready. Meet the Ecuadorian hermit crab.
Oh, you're in the hole.
Active, outgoing, but possibly a menace. On one hand, they are very fun to watch. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure they're gonna trample every plant in the setup. And I was right. The plants are dying, but not because of the hermit crabs. Something much scarier is starting to emerge. Mealybugs. These hitchhikers are a plant keeper's nightmare. They suck the life out of plants. Literally. If we do nothing, every plant in this tank will be dead within a week. Luckily, we have got the most appropriately named creature of all time. The Mealybug Destroyer. Their main diet, mealybugs, and they are hungry. They have no strategy, no subtlety, just tiny savages with one
Bro,
setting.
he got his shit to count
Devour.
to everything.
A little powdered donut with legs never stood a chance against something called Destroyer. They wipe out every last mealybug in a week. And then, with nothing left to eat, the Destroyers die too. A noble sacrifice in our quest for paradise. As the sun sets, something changes. The hermit crabs are restless, clearly searching for something.
No.
Pacing, digging, climbing.
You're gonna crack your head. Do not fall.
It doesn't take too long for me to figure it out. They want new shells. So I dropped in a few options and waited. At first, nothing happened. Then one day, the Nakey party began. Their shell is literally their house, so they need to inspect it thoroughly.
Come on. You got this, man.
But finally, one makes their move.
Okay. It's gonna do it. Oh my god. No way!
And then another follows.
Yes. Yes. Yes! Yes! Let's go, dude! Nice!
The third crab shows no interest, but their shell does seem to have a tenant. Meet the morning gecko. They are one of the most widespread geckos on the planet, partially because
if you or a loved one were sexually abused at these Illinois youth facilities or treatment centers,
their eggs are saltwater tolerant, which means if they hitched a ride on some ocean debris and survived the journey, they could wash up basically anywhere and start a new life. And I think that's what's happening inside of our setup, kind of. These geckos are part of my tiny lesbian gecko army, called that because they kind of clone themselves through a process called parthenogenesis. Many have taken over my apartment and live totally loose, but some have found their way into my beach. They can float,
Really?
but not really swim, so any I find I'm gonna remove.
Alright, sweet girl. Sorry for all the trouble.
But I have a feeling many are here to stay. And they aren't the only unexpected guest. Flatworms. They are small. Here's one next to Big Lois's behind. They are a huge nuisance to Coral because they can steal their resources. There's one right there, eating something. And they can also irritate them directly. But something much worse is killing the corals outright. And I think it's this clove polyp eating
It's
nudibranch.
always something.
I've actually heard that the Mandarin dragonet will eat both of these pests. Sadly, they are sold out because I bought the last one.
Bitches are evil, bro. That Mandarin Dragonite.
I have waited years for this moment.
Oh my goodness.
The Mandarin dragonet.
Oh, I thought he was about to say it's dead.
Alright, little buddy, you ready?
They're aggressive.
The 25th of our 26 creatures.
It look aggressive. It looked like it would be aggressive.
Wow.
I set out on a mission to create myself a little paradise escape, filled with biodiversity and beauty and sand. Anyone who has been to the beach knows that there is nothing better than washing up after.
Oh, it tickles.
And the cleaner shrimp is more than happy to help us out. Only
you
supporters
see
on
this,
Patreon
bro?
know why I was okay sticking my dirty feet inside the tank. That, along with 15 minutes of other behind the scenes, I will never be posting publicly. Check it out. Your support makes these videos possible, so thank you guys so much. And I'll see you soon.
That was it.
This may be the
That
last
was a
ad.
good video, bro.